There's a certain magic about snow-capped mountains. Their towering peaks inspire awe and adventure, drawing explorers and dreamers from around the world. But beneath their serene exterior lies a hidden power, the avalanche. Imagine a silent wave of snow, gaining momentum as it races down a mountainside. This is the raw, untamed energy of an avalanche, a reminder of nature's awesome power. Mountains represent both tranquility and peril, a balance that demands respect. Join me as we delve into the world of avalanches, uncovering the science behind these breathtaking events and learning how to appreciate their beauty while staying safe. Avalanches are more than just tumbling snow. They're a complex interplay of snowpack, weather, and terrain. Picture a giant layer cake. Each layer a different type of snow, some soft and fluffy, others hard and compacted. The stability of these layers, or lack thereof, determines avalanche risk. Often a simple trigger, a skier, a loud noise, or a temperature change can set the snowpack in motion, transforming a peaceful slope into a torrent of snow. Imagine a river of snow cascading down a mountainside with breathtaking speed. Avalanches are sudden releases of snow, ice, and rock that can transform a peaceful landscape into a scene of destruction. At their core, avalanches are about gravity's relentless pull on snow and ice. When gravity overcomes the snowpack's strength, the result is a dramatic release of energy. Like a house of cards, a single disturbance can bring the whole structure down. A seemingly stable snowpack can be triggered by a variety of factors, leading to a dramatic avalanche event. What causes this sudden release of nature's fury? It's all about the relationship between snow, weather, and terrain. Snow comes in many forms, each with unique properties that affect avalanche formation. A snowpack is made up of layers, some soft and new, others older and compacted. Weak layers deep within the snowpack act like hidden fault lines waiting for a trigger. When they give way, the consequences can be devastating. Triggers can be as subtle as a skier's weight or as dramatic as an earthquake. Understanding these triggers is fundamental to avalanche safety. Avalanches have shaped human history and inspired ancient myths, often seen as vengeful forces of nature. From the Swiss Alps to the Himalayas, communities have learned to adapt to the ever-present threat of avalanches. These stories remind us of the power and unpredictability of the natural world. To understand avalanches, we must first understand snow. Snow is a dynamic substance, constantly evolving under temperature, wind, and time. Fresh snow is light and airy, but as more accumulates, it compresses and becomes denser. This compression is crucial for avalanche formation. Not all layers bond equally. Differences in temperature and snow type create weak spots. Think of it like building a wall with mismatched bricks. Weak layers make the structure unstable. A snowpack with weak layers is primed for avalanche activity. Snowpack stability is a delicate balance between gravity and the bonds holding snow grains together. Temperature is critical. Too cold, and snow remains loose. Too warm, and it becomes heavy and unstable. Wind can load slopes with deep, unstable slabs of snow. These wind slabs, often sitting atop weaker layers, are a major concern for avalanche forecasters. Terrain matters too. The steepness, aspect, and ground roughness all play a role. It's a complex interplay of forces, constantly shifting with the weather. Understanding these factors is key to predicting avalanches. What actually triggers an avalanche? Often, it's us. Skiers, snowboarders, and snowmobilers can overload a weak layer, causing it to collapse. Even small disturbances, like a shout or a snowmobile, can set off a sensitive snowpack. A pristine mountain slope hides a drama beneath the surface, a delicate interplay of forces that could lead to a deadly avalanche. Some snowpack layers are strong, others weak and unstable. Gravity and new snow increase the load, especially on steep slopes. Skiers unaware add stress with every turn. The stage is set for disaster. As skiers approach a critical zone, a weak layer gives way under their weight. A small shift triggers a chain reaction within the snowpack. Suddenly, the slab above loses its anchor and gravity takes over. The snow transforms into a cascading wave, racing downhill. The skiers hear a deep whoomp, and the mountainside comes alive. The avalanche picks up speed, snapping trees and tossing boulders aside. Within the churning mass, chaos reigns. Snow, ice, and debris mix into a deadly slurry. The force is immense, capable of destroying everything in its path. As it slows, the debris fans out, leaving a chaotic jumble behind. In the aftermath, silence descends, a stark reminder of nature's power. Slab avalanches are the most notorious, often featured in dramatic newsreels. They occur when a cohesive layer of snow breaks away along a weak layer, sliding downhill as a single unit. These slabs can be meters thick and span entire slopes, gaining momentum rapidly. Slab avalanches are unpredictable and often triggered by backcountry users. Their force is immense, capable of burying even experienced mountaineers in seconds. Picture a cloud of white, billowing down a mountainside like smoke. This is the deceptive beauty of a powder snow avalanche, captivating yet dangerous. Powder avalanches are turbulent clouds of loose, dry snow, often triggered after heavy snowfall. The sheer volume and speed can make escape nearly impossible. The swirling snow increases the risk of asphyxiation for anyone caught in its path. As winter loosens its grip and spring approaches, a new type of avalanche threat emerges from the mountains, the wet snow avalanche. Triggered by warming temperatures and often accompanied by rainfall, these avalanches are a stark reminder that even as the days grow longer, the mountains still hold their share of dangers. Unlike the dry, powdery avalanches of midwinter, wet snow avalanches involve snow that has been saturated with water, transforming it into a heavy, viscous mass. This change in snow consistency has a profound impact on its behavior, making it more likely to slide and honestly increasing the destructive potential of the resulting avalanche. Wet snow avalanches typically occur on slopes with lower angles than their dry snow counterparts, since the heavier, wetter snow requires less steepness to overcome friction and begin sliding. They often start as small, loose snow avalanches, gradually picking up more snow and debris as they descend, eventually transforming into powerful slides capable of damaging infrastructure and, burying roads and buildings. One of the most treacherous aspects of wet snow avalanches is their timing. They often occur during periods of rapid warming, such as during a spring thaw or after a heavy rainfall, making them difficult to predict and even more dangerous for those caught off guard. While snow avalanches often dominate the headlines and capture the public's imagination with their dramatic displays, the mountains are also capable of unleashing other, even more formidable forms of mass movement, namely ice and rock avalanches, which can be even more destructive and awe-inspiring. These events, though less frequent than their snowbound counterparts, are a testament to the immense power of gravity and the ever-changing nature of mountain environments. They remind us that the forces shaping these landscapes are in constant motion, often hidden until a sudden catastrophic release. Ice avalanches, as their name suggests, involve the sudden detachment and downslope movement of large masses of ice, sometimes weighing thousands or even millions of tons. These avalanches often originate from glaciers or hanging glaciers perched precariously on steep mountain faces, where gravity is always at work, testing the limits of balance. Triggered by factors such as warming temperatures, meltwater lubrication, or seismic activity, these events can occur with little warning, making them especially dangerous for anyone in their path. When an ice avalanche is unleashed, it can release with astonishing force, shattering the silence of the mountains in an instant. These avalanches send thousands of tons of ice thundering down valleys at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, obliterating everything in their path and reshaping the landscape in moments. Rock avalanches, similarly impressive in scale and power, occur when large masses of rock, sometimes entire sections of a mountainside, ranging in size from boulders to entire cliffsides, detach and hurtle downslope, crashing through forests and valleys below. These events can be triggered by a variety of factors, including earthquakes, heavy rainfall, or even the gradual buildup of stress within the rock itself. Freeze-thaw cycles that weaken rock integrity are especially common in high mountain environments, where temperature swings are extreme and relentless. Over time, the gradual erosion of supporting materials by rivers, glaciers, or even wind can set the stage for a sudden and catastrophic collapse. Both ice and rock avalanches pose significant hazards to mountain communities and infrastructure, capable of damming rivers, burying entire valleys, and destroying everything in their path, from roads and bridges to homes and forests, leaving devastation that can last for generations. Their unpredictable nature and the sheer scale of their destructive potential serve as a stark reminder of the raw power that shapes our planet, a force that is both creative and destructive. It is a power we must respect and strive to understand if we are to safely coexist with these awe-inspiring landscapes, learning from the past to better prepare for the future. As we've journeyed through the breathtaking and honestly, often brutal world of avalanches, one resounding message emerges. Respect for the power of nature is paramount. The mountains, with their towering peaks and endless horizons, inspire awe and wonder, but they also demand humility from those who dare to explore them. Mountains, for all their serene beauty, are not playgrounds. They are living, breathing landscapes, constantly shifting and changing, sometimes in ways that are invisible until it's too late. They are dynamic environments shaped by forces far greater than ourselves, forces we must approach with humility and understanding. The wind, the snow, the temperature, all interact in complex ways, creating conditions that can change in an instant. Avalanches, those sudden, dramatic releases of snow and ice, are a stark reminder of this power. In a matter of seconds, tranquility can turn to chaos, and the landscape can be transformed. They are a force of nature capable of both awe-inspiring beauty and unimaginable destruction, a force that demands our attention and respect. The scars left behind by avalanches are a testament to their raw, unpredictable might. To stand atop a mountain pass, gazing out over a pristine expanse of snow-covered peaks, is to witness nature's artistry at its finest. The silence, the crisp air, and the endless white create a sense of peace that is both humbling and exhilarating. But it is also to stand at the edge of a delicate balance, a balance easily tipped by our actions. Even the smallest misstep can have consequences in such a fragile environment. Every footstep in avalanche terrain, every turn on a ski slope, carries with it a responsibility to understand the risks, to heed the warnings, and to tread lightly upon these fragile slopes. Preparation, knowledge, and respect are not optional, they are essential. For those who venture into the backcountry, this responsibility takes on even greater significance. Out here, help is far away, and the consequences of mistakes are magnified. To venture beyond the groomed runs and ski lifts is to enter a realm where nature reigns supreme, where the consequences of our decisions can be amplified by the unforgiving terrain and the ever-present threat of avalanches. Here, self-reliance and caution are your greatest allies. It is a realm that rewards careful planning, sound judgment, and an unwavering respect for the power of the mountains. Only by honoring these principles can we safely experience the wonder and majesty that the mountains have to offer. Fortunately, we are not powerless against the threat of avalanches. While the mountains may seem unpredictable and overwhelming, human ingenuity and curiosity have given us the ability to face these dangers with confidence and preparation. Science, with its ever-growing toolkit of knowledge and technology, provides us with the means to understand, predict, and mitigate the risks associated with these powerful natural events. Every year, new advancements in research and equipment help us stay one step ahead of nature's surprises. Through decades of research, scientists have painstakingly unraveled the mysteries of snowpack dynamics, avalanche mechanics, and the complex interplay of factors that contribute to avalanche formation. Their dedication has transformed what was once guesswork into a science grounded in observation and data. Today, we have access to sophisticated weather forecasting models, remote sensing technologies, and on-the-ground avalanche monitoring networks that provide invaluable data to avalanche forecasters and backcountry travelers alike. These systems allow us to track changing conditions in real time, offering early warnings and critical insights. These tools allow us to assess avalanche hazard, identify dangerous slopes, and make informed decisions about when and where to venture into the mountains. With this information, we can plan safer routes and avoid unnecessary risks, turning knowledge into action. But knowledge, like any tool, is only as good as its user. It requires constant learning, practice, and a willingness to adapt to new information. Staying updated on the latest research and safety protocols is essential for everyone in avalanche terrain. Avalanche safety is not solely the responsibility of scientists and forecasters. It is a shared responsibility, one that falls upon each and every one of us who chooses to explore, work, or recreate in mountainous terrain. Our actions and decisions can make the difference between a safe adventure and a dangerous situation. By educating ourselves about avalanche hazards, attending safety courses, and learning from experienced guides, learning how to recognize dangerous conditions, and understanding the warning signs that nature provides, and carrying essential safety gear like avalanche beacons, shovels, and probes, we prepare ourselves for the unexpected and increase our chances of survival. We empower ourselves to make safer choices in the mountains, not just for our own sake, but for the safety of our companions and others who share these wild places. Knowledge, coupled with respect for the power of nature, is our greatest asset in navigating the breathtaking and sometimes perilous world of avalanches. By embracing both learning and humility, we can experience the mountains with wonder and safety.